Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, Podcast Pete and certified high performance coach. Well, how can you feel more alive and motivated? Motivational Monday, and we've got 3 tips for you. All right, you have choices in life. We all know that. Your choices determine where you are. Do you make progress? Are you frustrated? Because if you make good choices and learn, you grow. So let's talk about the first tip: demand versus supply. A lot of us flip this. We buy an expensive website, we have all the brochures, we have everything. We spent all the money starting our business. We don't even have a client yet. We go out there talking about it and nobody's interested. And you've spent all the money on your supply of stuff. Where's your demand? You got to have demand. Demand is the life and blood of your business. Let me put this up on here because our 3 things is generating leads, create cash flow, and building a thriving community. Without leads, you have nothing. You got a business that's going to go bankrupt, and you got a hobby, one of the 2. But either one is not a good outcome. So you got to create the demand. It makes a difference. Leads matter. So when you're out there, before you buy anything, before you put a website out there, before you put brochures, before you spend a lot of money, ask people, would you buy this? I'm offering a great idea. Here's the problem I solve. If they say no, okay, now you know. Maybe your pitch wasn't right. Maybe you just didn't know what you were offering. But if they say yes, and another person says yes, and another person says yes, now you have cash flow. Cash flow is a business. Without cash flow, you have a hobby. So you got to generate the leads, the demand, before you spend all the money making your business look pretty. Pretty doesn't do anything. Get your demand, your leads going first. Okay. All right. Now, stay with me. I'm going to give you a gift. Okay. Now the next. So how do you create demand? Okay. Well, that's a great question. Book a clarity session. Go to pkane.me/clarity, or let me see if I have the right one up there. Nope, right there. Okay. Or see the QR code right above in the upper corner? Scan that and book a clarity session. You got to know what your strategy is. You got to know how you're creating demand. Demand creates cash flow. Cash flow, you have a thriving business community. Okay. Let's talk about the second one. All right. Create versus consume. What does that mean? If you look at TikTok, very popular, you got 2 people on there. You get the people that create income, and you got the people that consume. 2 different types of people. If you're on there just scanning and being entertained, you're a consumer. If you're creating revenue, cash flow, leads, you're doing the right thing. So whatever you do, be creating. We're born to create. So be a creator. Whatever you're doing, create. The average person in America watches 4 hours of TV. Scrolls up to 2 hours, I think, in 21 minutes, Glenn Beck said. 2 hours and 21 minutes scrolling. Your brain turns to mush, so does your bank account. Because if you're thinking that's doing anything for your business, you're running up the wrong tree, barking up the wrong tree, whatever that saying is. So create create. We have 9 courses, and we're just getting started. 500 plus podcasts, and we're just getting started. We have a program, a club for people, so people can learn. We hold you by the hand. The first 90 days is where people quit. So if I'm holding your hand, our team is holding your hand. We're going to get you through the messy stage, the awkward stage, the uncomfortable stage. Because get through that stage, learn the right way to do it, create leads, create demand. And when you do that, you create cash flow. When you create cash flow, you got a healthy, impactful business. Because in that healthy business is a community. You're always wanting to build a community within your business. People that know, like, and trust you. I often see people trying to be everywhere, and we'll talk about this in the third one, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention as early as possible. If I went to Birmingham, Alabama, and started a business, it would be no problem at all. Because when I am out there connecting and people search me, they're going to see 5 pages of Google. 5. Most concentrate on the activity, which is, I got to be everywhere, got to be at every networking event, I got to be seen. The only place you need to be seen today is online, because I can build a business anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world. Can you do the same with your business? And when you look at how I'm motivated, how I feel alive, it's because I'm doing these 3 things. I am always thinking about creating. Don't have to be everywhere in the marketplace. Don't want to be. Where I want to be is the 80% of the people that don't know me. 80% is better than 20%. Because 20%, they know you in the local market. But if you're neglecting the 80% potential in your business, which is your global opportunity, then you can't move to Birmingham and start a business and thrive, because nobody knows you. But they do with what we've done. And what we do for our clients is help them be seen online, be a key person of influence online. So when somebody meets you and you have an interesting conversation, they're going to check you out. It's too easy not to. So don't think people are going to not look you up. They are. When they look you up, if they see nothing, they do nothing. But if they see you online and you give them a reason to go on a journey with you, well, then you have an opportunity for them to get to know you, like you, and trust you. So wherever you want to build a business, shift the 20% having to be everywhere, every networking event. There's a guy that sends out, I think, an email, every networking event in the city. And people think, I got to be this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And their time is the most precious thing they have. They're driving to the event. They're showing up. They get a couple cards. They lose them. They have no system. They're just socializing. It's kind of like if you are using social media as your socializing, you're going to be very disappointed in your mental capacity, because there's nothing social about social media. It's in a word, it's media. It's consuming media. And when you have a mindset of consumption and you neglect your creative person of who you are, what you're doing, how you're creating your life versus consuming other people's lives, you feel alive. You feel motivated. You can't wait to get started. But if you're consuming 4 hours of TV and watching up to 2 hours of TikTok videos and being entertained by the cats and the dogs and everything else they put on there, you're going to wake up and you're going to go, what the heck did I do? I wasted 6 hours this week when I could have been creating 9 courses, podcasts, 500 plus podcasts, and we're just getting started. So put me in any place in the United States, any place in the world. When people search, they can find me. They can decide, it's their choice, whether they like, and trust me. But at least I give them the opportunity to do that. If you're not giving people an opportunity to go on a journey with you, then you're focusing on the 20% local. And that is not the biggest pie out there. Picture your business as a pie. You got one little slice of that pie. What are you missing out on? Are you missing out on the 80% global, the online? Because I always say you don't have to be everywhere. You have to be somewhere. And somewhere is online today. Because the world is global. It shifted quite a few years ago. Now, your opportunity is build your online influence. Be a key person of influence online so people can go on a journey with you. So those are the productivity choices you have. Focus on demand. Always think creating. And the last one is assets versus activities. We've touched on it a little bit. Activity is going to all the different local events. That's an activity. Once it's over, it's over. There's no asset to that. But when this video is finished, it's always out there. So you want to be thinking assets. A podcast is an asset. A book is an asset. A magazine is an asset. A video is an asset. A course is an asset. Real estate's an asset. Assets will give you the freedom to be valued. Your business can be valued by building assets. So know the difference between your activities and your assets. I don't go to all these local events. The only one I go to is my Rotary on Thursday morning. And then some different events, depending on when they are. If they're not at night, if they're during the day or some morning. Don't like to drive at night. And so unless I can get a ride, I don't. But I'm always creating podcasts. We're launching our themed day podcast this week. So every day has a theme. When you look at Monday is motivation, Tuesday is marketing. Thursday is relationships. Saturday is leadership. And I'll have it up. Drexel will have it done by tomorrow, and I will be able to talk about that. But whatever your focus is, when you talk about your business, you have an opportunity to share your story with our community. Create an asset. So don't think you got to be everywhere, because you don't. You just have to be somewhere. And somewhere is online. Somewhere is be a key person of influence online. Follow Daniel Priestley's. Let me see if I can give it here. I am going to give you a course because I want to give you a present. Yeah, here we go. Okay, hold on here. There we go. Right there, Daniel Priestley. Buy his book, Key Person of Influence. The other book I want you to buy, well, that's a classic right there. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Dale Carnegie wasn't around when the internet was around, but now it's online. Key High Performance Habits, Brendan Bouchard. We're going to teach you about clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. The 5 high performance habits. And for you, we're going to give you a gift. The gift of learning. The gift of learning. Because if you go to, let me see if I can put up here. Yes, I can. Go to, oops, no, okay, I did the QR code. That's the QR code. Now let me bring the banner up. Connect. Okay. You go to pkane.me/connect. Okay. When you go there, you're going to see the course. It's 12 individual sessions, $300 course. You get that as a gift. Use the word gift, and that'll activate your course. You'll start with vocal points, then it'll be clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. As soon as you hit influence, it's going to invite you to be a part of a live event. So you can be part of 20 people, 10 people that want to be a key person of influence online, 5 of our veterans, and 5 of our youth. Together, you're better. 20 of you going through 12 weeks, individual sessions by Brendan Bouchard. So he certified me, and he has a TV network coming out, Growth Day. He's got Growth Day, which for those that really want to get started, just go to Growth Day. Put the word Growth Day out there. You can try it for 7 days and see if it does make a difference in your motivation. Together, you're better. And let me see if I can put up here Growth Day. I think I can. I like that word. Okay, hold on here. Let me see. That's connect. Maybe it's a different one here. Yes, I think it is. Okay, where's Growth Day? Oh, I know where it is. Dang. Okay, Growth Day. Let me see. Wow, I don't even have it up. I moved some things around, and now I need to put it there. Just put Growth Day right here. And we're going to have a QR code next time. So you can try it out. That's where my journey started. That's where my journey changed, because I started making personal development a daily thing. And you can change too. And you can grow. And you can have a thriving business. You can learn how to generate leads, create cash flow, and build thriving communities. Because together we're better. So join us. And I'll put this up here. Remember, the 3R, demand versus supply. Create versus consume. And assets versus your activity. Go after the 20%. Be able to work your business from anywhere in the world. And that's your opportunity. Because the business is global. Creating assets will set you free. And if you are focused on generating leads, you'll create cash flow and build a thriving community. Okay. Thank you. Go here to get the free course. Use the word gift. Gift. It'll waive the $300 fee. If you want to pay for it, we donate half of it to charity. So we appreciate it if you want to do that. That'll allow you to invest in yourself. You'll probably take it more seriously, because sometimes when people get things for free, they don't appreciate them. But when you pay for something, you pay attention. So pay attention to your personal growth and start growing today. All right. Be bold.